SABC. Now, we are expecting President Cyril Ramaphosa to also give his reaction to the passing of Robert Mugabe. Remember, he's in the Eastern Cape. Now he's in East London. He's visiting the Mrwetyana family in East London ahead of the funeral of Uyinene. He will also visit boxer Leigh-andre Baby Lee Jegels and the mother in hospital as well, and another victim is Angelique Abrahams' home. So the president will be visiting the various victims. Uyinene's funeral, we're told, is in East London and will be taking place tomorrow. Now, our reporter Busisiwe Jimsana Mantasha is on the ground for us here. She's covering the president's visit there to the Eastern Cape. Busisiwe, a very good morning to you.
A very good morning indeed, Blaine, and indeed the president will be visiting the three families that are grieving the loss of their daughters who have been brutally murdered. Really a statement that gender-based violence cuts across all race and cuts across all gender. We will, as you said, be speaking to him about the death of the former President Robert Mugabe, really to hear what he says about that, as he will be sending a statement any minute from now. Blaine, we are expecting the president to make his way here. He will be first visiting the Mrwetyana family, really to talk to the family about the ordeal that they are going through. Blaine, what would be different about this is that Uyinene was murdered in a public space, in a post office, and the family was saying that their deepest concern is that with the allegations or reports that the murderer of their daughter was once convicted of a similar crime, how is it that he was allowed to work in a public space again, putting the lives of many in danger? We heard the EFF president yesterday saying that they will be taking that up, as this should not have happened. And right now we're waiting for the president, because the family also, Blaine, was also questioning this. We will hear when he visits what they say and what agreement they come onto, and if what he will be saying will be bringing any consolation to the bereaved family. We had the president making some announcements yesterday about the way forward, about the action plan of what is to happen now. Remember, there was a gender-based summit last year. We will be hearing. He has also tasked Parliament to deal with this and to discuss how to amend legislation so as to make sure that they deal head-on with gender-based violence. So we'll be hearing then from the family if the president, just in case they missed it because they've been busy with the preparations of the funeral tomorrow, what he will be promising them, what he plans to do. And we know that when he finishes talking to the family, the mother of Uyinene and her father, he will be joining the prayer, as there will be a prayer that will be held in the house, so as to give strength to the family. So that's it that will be happening here, Blaine. And from here he will be visiting the mother of Baby Lee in hospital, and then on to Angelique's family. Really, we are waiting for the president, and any minute he will be here. His team is already here. The family is waiting to hear from him. Quite not an ordinary matter that has took place in the country, Blaine, as this has sparked a huge debate across the country about gender-based violence, with some marching to the union buildings demanding that something is done, and some saying that it's time that the country puts on legislation that is focused on the victims, that looks at the welfare of victims, of where to go, because many are saying it is difficult to report such crimes as they are not met met with the warmth or the comfort at public police stations where they would feel at ease to report such crimes. So whilst the statistics are horrific, talking about the number of women who get raped in the country on a daily basis, there's still the many women that do not report such crimes as they fear secondary victimization. So for now, Blade, we're going to take this back to you, and we'll be keeping tabs and keeping you updated as the president makes his way to the Mrwetyana family. Blaine.
Busi, just before I let you go, I want to just talk a little bit more about the feeling in the Eastern Cape after the death of Mrwetyana. Look, the existential angst of women is really palpable, and you talked about it. We've seen the scenes, what's happening in Cape Town as well, the protests there, the activism that's currently going on. What's the feeling on the ground there ahead of this funeral?
It's the same issue even here in the province, Blaine, with women mobilizing themselves to march. I know there's a planned march in King Williamstown. There's also a planned march here in East London. Really, women mobilizing each other to say enough is enough. Different sectors saying no is no, and that it is time that women speak out and they don't stop speaking until something is done. Really, this is something that has sparked a huge debate and revived that activism, especially among women who are saying, no, this is too much. We know that even the gender-based violence, the women groupings, NGO Mrwetyana is also organizing a memorial service. In fact, there will be a memorial service held today in honor of all the women that have passed away. So really, it has brought in that debate and that formation where groupings are saying, let's stand together, let's say no to this, and let's make our voices heard by taking to the streets and organizing ourselves in these silent marches that are saying that women cannot continue being victims of men, and they cannot continue losing their lives in the hands of men. One of the major things that they've been raising, Blaine, is that even policemen, the people who are supposed to be at the forefront of protecting them, are the ones who are often alleged to have killed their girlfriends, have killed their wives and their children. So really something that has sparked a lot of debate and activism, and something it would seem like they are now coming together to say no, and let's pave a way forward until we are ahead.
Busi, thank you very much indeed for your reporting. We'll try to check back with you in a short while. Busi Siwe Jemsana Mantashe coming to us from East London. Okay, we